Ladies and gentlemen, Hot Week has left the building. Greetings and welcome back to another interesting episode of the Vodkast. I'm your host as always, Jason Oliver. There's actually nothing with us today. You see this, but it's all in your mind and it's illusion. Why is it here today? I had planned on doing another Oreo combo episode today because Hot Week for the time being, it's not canceled, it's postponed. After I ate that nacho cheese yesterday, it did a number on my tummy, and that thing is, as far as I could tell from the internet, and I'm sure the internet has all the right answers, it was somewhere between 200 and 700,000 Scoville. I had been eating stuff that was, apparently the nitro gummy was 9 million. I had totally forgotten about that. But I tell you, in all honesty, the nitro gummy was bad, but I don't think it was as bad as the Apollo sauce. The Apollo sauce nothing has topped that so far. So my plan today was I was going to create a fluffernutter Oreo. I was going to take a golden Oreo, which I have none of, but I could steal the Oreo off of the lemon Oreo. And you're thinking, all right, you're already 2 steps of the way there, or at least 1 step of the way there. And I grabbed the peanut butter ready to go. No fluff. No fucking fluff in my house. So there's no reason for that. There should always be fluff in the fucking house. I'm just kidding, of course. But it left us with no option. I couldn't do the fluffernutter, so I thought, well, maybe we can try to figure out, finagle something with this and do, the funny bone part 2 where we fill it with peanut butter. But I think I really want to do that with a peanut butter inside the peanut butter Oreo, just to get the most genuine result. So where the fuck does that leave us today? I have no idea. I'm not going to go into details about them. But I kept waking up last night. It's been happening for like a week now. It's got to be the changing of the seasons. That's what my grandmother would say. She would also say, shave and a haircut, 2 bits. I got a girl with big... She was a little demented, a little sick, twisted, and I loved her for it. But she's dead, and that's what I want to talk about. Not her being dead or anyone being dead specifically, but I kept waking up from dreams of death last night. All close family members or family members that are already gone. The worst night, because I just wake up depressed. I remember in one of the dreams I saw, I can't remember where I was. It's one of those things where the dreams are already starting to fade. But I was, texting my mother. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is she not getting back to me? I need to drive to South Carolina to pick her up, or whatever it was going on in the dream. I think it was that was the scenario. And then I woke up and then I was just like, oh wait, she's been dead for almost 7 years now. But it was so realistic. You've had those before. You win money. This is like the opposite of winning. Well, I guess that's a bummer too when you wake up and you think you're a billionaire and you own the world or something, and it didn't really happen. It was all just in your head. Well, this was the same. It was a bit of a relief that it wasn't real, but at the same time, it sucks. It sucks to think about death and dying, but it happens and it comes to all of us. We can't avoid it. I mean, if we're lucky enough, maybe in our lifetimes, I'm 48 now. I don't know how much longer I've got. I would imagine at least 30 years. I hope 30 years, but you don't know. And you never know when that moment's going to come for you, do you? So you got to make the best of your time while you're here. What was my point? Lost it. Completely. Gone. So it's at this point that I lose track of what I was saying. So during the editing process, I decided to just jump in here and tell you what I was going to say. This happens from time to time. Rarely do I actually take the time to come back in and fix the error of my ways. But what I was trying to say here was, hopefully in our lifetime, we will find some way to transfer our consciousness from one body to the next, whether it be through physical surgery or some kind of technological breakthrough, or you learn to plug in a USB to your brain and you just boop, 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 and you're done. But that was the point I was trying to make. So I don't know what's coming next because I've just stopped it and jumped in here. So enjoy. Anyway, the point of all this is I did want to apologize for not finishing Hot Week. We got through one day, which is kind of sad and disappointing, but tummy troubles are nothing to mess around with. So I don't think eating anything hotter would do my internal organs any good at this moment in my life. It's not an excuse. It's just the truth. Those days are long behind me for now, at least. Until I can work up the iron system again, the iron tummy. But I don't think that's possible at this age. I think you can only digress at this point. I don't think, can I work out my stomach like I work out my muscles, which I don't do either, really. People who work out every day, like, that blows my mind that they can get up at 4:30 in the morning, then go get it to 4:30 in the morning. When does something become racist? When is something insensitive? And why, with certain accents, it's okay, but others it isn't? Like, I feel like I could sit here and do a French accent and you'd giggle about American cigarettes and, crumpets or whatever. And if I did a Chinese accent, though, oh shit, you can't do that. Like, I don't know where the line is anymore. Like, I guess you should just be sensitive to everyone's thing. We're learning here today. I mean, I'd like to consider myself very in touch with modern society and have a firm grasp on my knowledge of equal rights, or as best as I can in my life. I was literally just walking around my house being like, there's got to be something I haven't eaten. This is the only thing I came up with. But I don't think I want to do these. I think this is just like an excuse to do a video. I got these because I thought it'd be fun. I thought when I first found these, I was just like, okay, ready to eat. The Toasted Marshmallow Company Fire S'mores. That's what drew me right away. I was just like, oh, I could do that for Hot Week. I could still keep Hot Week going, but not as hot. But it's not. They're just perfectly toasted marshmallow, chocolatey covered goodness with a crunch of graham cracker crust. Like, I don't know. I thought like maybe you stuck a stick in them and you well, I guess you couldn't because they got chocolate on the outside. It would just drip into the fire. Huh. And then like here, this is bad packaging and bad marketing. I'd like to consider myself a freelance graphic designer. I am a freelance graphic designer. I'd like to consider myself a pretty good one. This is horrible packaging. This is chaos. This is madness. You know what it is? The owner of the company designed this, or like he sat. Maybe not. I don't want to badmouth the owner of the company. I'm just saying this is chaos. There's no focus here. Like, this leads me to believe I have to cook it. If I see 6, I'm like, it's ready in 6 minutes. I guess it's something I have to put in the microwave. It's all about the burn. The only thing better than making s'mores is eating them. I don't know. I guess, yeah, that is a good point. These handcrafted, already made s'mores bars are ready to eat. Is this where we've gotten to, America? World, Earth, humans? We can't make our own s'mores anymore? Isn't that the whole point, the process? You go camping, you got to go to the store, you go, we got to go get some marshmallows, we're going to get some Hershey's bars, we're going to get some graham crackers, going to have a grand old fucking time. And then you come back to the fire and like you forget, oh shit, we should have got those things so you can hold them. You got to go back again, you get them, you fire them up, and then it gets all over you. It's too hot, you burn in your mouth, but you loved every moment of it and you created a memory. That's not a memory, that's a product. Should I be this angry right now? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to strike you. That wasn't your fault. These people had a dream to create this product, and I imagine that it was sad to walk into Walmart and see them on clearance for 50 cents. But nonetheless, you're not doing a good job relaying anything to me. It's too much. It's chaos. It did grab my eye because I am a slave to marketing. And I thought, what is that train wreck? I guess that was my first thought. No, it was the flames. It was the fire, the word fire. So you achieved your goal if you were creating something hot and spicy. If you're creating an already made s'more, then you have failed me. I'm sorry. I'm not going to eat it. I'm not going to eat it right now. I don't want the calories. I got to make it to the store at some point today, so I will probably pick up some golden Oreos and some fluff, and maybe tomorrow we will do the Fluffernutter Oreos, and then on Friday we'll do the part 2 to the Funny Bone Oreos, and we'll see where it all ends up. But for now, I'm going to let you go. This has been chaotic, I understand, but it was a morning that I was just driven to sit here. It was one of those, I hope beyond all hopes that I can find the time this morning to just sit down and get in front of a camera, and perhaps this is nuts and you'll all think I'm crazy and you'll never watch another video again, or maybe you're into this, and if you're into this, you should check out yesterday's live episode. For some reason, when I have nothing to talk about, I find things to talk about. Like, this is about 12 minutes. At my time, it'll get whittled down, probably whittled way down. But if you're loving watching what I'm making as much as I'm loving making it, then you should consider liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, and then hit that little bell icon. You know why? I'll let you know every time I put out a new video. Don't forget to make someone smile today and make yourself a better person tomorrow than you were today tomorrow. Let's make the world spin a little bit happier together. Let's sing and dance in the sun and in the rain as one, my brothers and sisters. Live life to the fullest and love every moment of it, because you just never know when that last moment's going to come for you. Gonna come in for you. However, never live in fear of that moment. Always live in love and never let your inner child die. Take care of yourselves, take care of one another, and take care of those around you who can't take care of themselves, for they are the ones that need it the most. I'm Jason Oliveira, and this is the Vodkast. I'll catch you guys a little bit further on down the road. Take care, everybody.
Don't go to sleep with a catch it in your pocket.